andando. Não, por favor, já.
ti conviene fanno uno unico.
Tutti insieme?
E ti attacchi all'ultimo.
Qui?
Magari quelli lì grossi li fai per i cavoli suoi.
Facevo quelli grossi da sempre e tutti quelli piccini insieme.
Ah, ci ha messo il telefono lì. Che fa il video. Quanto è venuto? L'hai visto?
Cosa?
Hai visto che aveva messo il telefono lì?
No?
Ehi Franci, ascolta, avevo provato a chiamare Sergio ma deve essere impegnato. Io sono pronto, se poi volete mandare Stefano per sganciarlo, ci avremo sempre una quarantina di minuti abbondanti a riguardare. Perché mi aveva detto quando siete lì vicini chiamimi, io ho finito, ho chiamato, però mi sembra di essere sempre lontanini. Lo vedo lontano lontano. Sì, ma poi c'era un qualcuno, madonna mia, dopo ti faccio vedere le foto. No, ma sembrava un campo da calcetto, dalla grandezza. Considera il tender c'è dovuto andare a piatto, a ripigliato, sarà piantato. Sarà passato tutte le...
Cool guys, so gonna give you a bit of a tour. So you see, got a technician working on the radar mast, undoing all the wires. When we get to the bridge, just over there, we're gonna come alongside, there's a crane waiting. We're gonna disconnect the radar mast and then take it onto the barge and it'll be towed separately. This is all the wiring in here that they've had to disconnect. All the breakers are off on the bridge at the moment, so we're purely reliant now on the tugboats. There's Luca, number one electrician. We've got a tugboat on the stern, and behind he's being towed by the so then the chase boat is being towed by the tug. We are live on YouTube, live. Ciao Luca.
Ciao Tristan.
206 persone watching.
Yeah, good. It's a super captain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
C'est live, Piaggio. Give it a wave, huh? I know Harry's actually on the chase boat. See if Harry, you can see Harry give us a bit of a wave. There he is. And then, so basically what happened is we were waiting for the bridge to open for an hour and a half because they had issues with the bridge. And so built a bit of traffic behind us. Oh, there's two more boats behind us. And yeah, that's what's going on. Beautiful day, nice and calm. The season came to an end way too quick. We only did 3 months of season. Normally, you guys know we do 6-7 months because of COVID. We had a number of restrictions. And so we're just gonna go give you guys a little tour around. I can't really answer, it's difficult for me to walk around and read your comments because it's quite bright and sunny. I'm using the phone to film. So bridge deck aft, you can see it's all covered up now. And we come down to main deck aft. There's Chefaroonies. And it's towing here, so you've got a line connected here. And then basically it's connected to the sensor of the tugboat here. And then you've got another line. Basically it's a V on this cleat here. And then he's got a line to the chase boat as well on the tow line. And then we'll make our way down the port side main deck. Sorry if it's a bit shaky. I'm using my phone, guys, so there's no you know, gimbal or stability. We're up, and then here, actually, quite interesting. This here is called. This is an American military base called Camp Darby. So have a Google of that. It's absolutely massive. They're doing some building work by the looks of it. And then we've got the main tugboat here on the bow. You see, I've got lines. Where are we? Got lines here and here to create the V. Little construction going on there. So yeah, as I was saying, this is Camp Darby, which is a US military base. I think you guys can see on the camera further down, we've got a smaller vessel coming towards us. And as I mentioned, we'll be then, before the bridge, we'll be tying alongside to then remove the radar mast. That'll be lifted up with a crane and put onto a barge. And we can already see we've got the starboard side docking station ready for when we come alongside. And there we have the bridge. To me looks probably about another 2 or 3 miles away. So that's what's going on, chaps. That's what's happening. They're digging down some pylons, I'm guessing, to fill it with concrete, my assumption, to reinforce the canal bank. And the reason that, if you're asking why we're being towed up the channel and not going under our own steam, is because it's very shallow underneath our keel. We've got about 1 meter underneath the keel, and when we're running the engines, in order for the engines to stay cool, they suck up seawater, you know. So what will happen is we'll suck up all the mud from the seabed, blocking all the strainers, therefore overheating the main engines. So we attach the tugboats. They got less draft than us, and then once they're attached, we then shut off the main engines. And the moment, the only thing we have running as a precaution will be the steering pumps, so the rudders and the bow thruster. So that is the reason, in case you're wondering. We are heading to the shipyard, the 7-star shipyard in Pisa. So as I mentioned earlier, it's a very short season, only 3 months, and then be in the water in the yard for about a week or 2 before hauling her out of the water and back into the shed over the winter. Hopefully there'll be no co-restrictions next year, so then back into water probably March, April time, and have a longer 6-7 month season. Fingers crossed. Nice little boat coming down the canal, a bit of speed there, you guys can see, a bit of action, excitement, desire. It's pretty cool. So yeah. And then the technicians there just doing all the wiring so when we arrive, they just have to attach the straps and pull the radar mast right off. We got who's in the bridge. Jason loves being on camera. We got Chad's on the wheel. What's happening, boys?
How's it going?
Jason's down here, listening to some really crap music. Chef's guiding Chad. Chef slash interior designer slash engineer slash captain.
What was it this morning?
Logistics manager. Let's go back off down the port side. There's Slav. Bullets. We are live on YouTube.
Good.
So guys, any questions for the bullet? We got now 280 people watching.
Thank you very much. I just take a sample from main engine gearboxes and steering gear.
Oil samples.
Oil sample
Okay.
for sending to lab.
So explain to the viewers why you need to take oil samples, why we do it every year.
Practically, we need to do every 6 months. But how it was last season, lots of time in shed and we no using. Oil was good, no any problems, no nothing. Now I will send oil to laboratory to United Kingdom, and then according to his specifications, we will see do we need to replace the oil or change something for another grade or something.
Yeah.
Like that. And most of problems, for example, gearbox, main engines, generators or steering gear, it's possible to come and see water in line from the cooling, from some pipes, and if water is going in line with oil, for example, hydraulic will not work, and we get emulsion, so we can damage gearboxes, we can damage generators, main engines, and this is more problems.
Okay, that's why we do it.
Yeah, so usually need according to some how it name constructors of for main engines, for example, or ZF from gearboxes. It depends how much, how many running hours we have, and also what type of oil we put.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And one more thing is, for example, in our case, the oil for a gearbox and main engine is same, 15W40. Remula R4, 15W40, so we cannot mix it. For the stabilizers, hydraulic units, it still is 46 on our case.
Okay. Thank you for the information.
Yeah.
And then for you now, for the winter, you want to get home to your family, yeah?
Get to
Be
my
nice.
family.
Get to your family.
Working on my farms and practically no stop, no rest. Work.
Guys, for those of you that are sending super chats, thank you very much. Much appreciated. I saw John sent one, so thank you for that. Harry's taking the fenders there. He's only an hour late taking them in.
Is he okay with engines? Why he stuck?
Well, he got stuck in the grass.
Engines running?
I think he had it. It's all on camera. So, guys, we've got an interesting video coming up in the next month or two because of a massive storm here in Italy, and the canal was full of grass, and the chaseboat had no choice but to go through it. But he got kind of stuck. So this blue tugboat had to come and pull him out of the grass, and then I think he got some caught around his props. But it's all clear now. He's removed the foul. So, but hey ho. There we have it. And we make our way back up. Thanks for the information, Slav. Back upstairs. And then bridge deck here, bridge deck aft. You see now all the covers on. Once we get into this shed, we'll take all the covers off, remove all the cushions. They get sent off, they get professionally cleaned and stowed in our storage unit for the winter. Go back up here. There he is, always on the telephone. And then we've got a technician in here, removing all the wires for the radar mast. And then once we get to I don't think you can see on the camera, there's a bridge just here. Once we get to the end there, we're going to come alongside on our starboard side. So we'll have all the fenders out, we'll have lines ready. Then the crane will come. You can see now they're starting pulling the wires out to remove the radar mast. Otherwise, we can't fit under, not this bridge, but the second bridge. This bridge actually lifts up. The bridge after doesn't. It's a fixed bridge. That's the reason we need to remove the radar mast. And we clear, I think we clear the black, oops, sorry guys. We clear the black domes by about a meter, I think. So the radar mast definitely needs to be removed for sure. This is all covered up, the jacuzzi, the sunbeds. And you can see here, these little stones. So as we went out under the first three bridges, they lift the bridges up. The stones start falling down from the bridge. Nothing big, they're quite small. They create like small little chips. Not really actually, not too bad, it's very small. And that's the view there, guys. Beautiful. So shortly, I'm gonna have to go down and then help maneuver the vessel into place. I'll just be using the rudders and the bow thruster, and the tugs will bring us pretty much alongside. I'll try and set it up so you guys can kind of see what we're doing, but it's might be a bit tricky. Back down the stairs. Oh, Rudy, thank you very much for the super chat, much appreciated. Rudy's actually been a massive supporter of the channel. I know you bought a bunch of merchandise and always sending super chats whenever we do live, so we do appreciate your support. Thank you very, very much. I'm gonna sit this down here for a little bit and go and check on the boys in the bridge so you guys can enjoy this little tour. Let's see if I can set the, doesn't fall down. There you go, I'll be with you guys in a couple minutes. So guys, if you're wondering, the fence on the left, that is Camp Darby. It's a US military base. Google it, Camp Darby in Pisa. Massive. Guys, here.
It's possible to use the toilet.
Yeah, of course. This one.
Forza!
You want?
No, thanks, thanks. They must, Tristan, remove after the launch. Right? Faccio le due.
Okay guys, I'm going to bring you inside now. So you can see what we see. Up. Give you guys a bit of a better view there. Guys, give me a couple of minutes, I'll be with you shortly. Right, okay guys, so little tour, what's going on. Because they were removing the radar mast, we have to turn off all the systems. So you can see, me in the reflection there. Speed logger is off, our echo sound is off, GPS number 1 is off, GPS number 2 is off, our weather station is off, ECDIS, radar, engine monitoring and CCTV, radar, ECDIS also off. What we do have is the onboard monitoring system running and the fire detection system. There's the vlogging camera. And we also have our VHF on channel 77 to be in comms with the tugboat. Also have both steering pumps on as a precaution and the bow thruster as well. Be in a second. Just going to turn this off because that's a bit of a distraction. There we go. And then we come outside. And you can see I've got the docking station ready because now we're approaching the bridge. So basically it's going to be using the thruster, looking alongside here on the starboard side. Got all the fenders out, ready to go. and then we'll have lunch, and then the guys will then remove the radar mast with the crane. So everything's off, gyro compass is off, magnetic compass is off, all the systems are off, so we're totally reliant now on the towboat. Just take that off there for a bit. And thank you to everybody that's sending super chats, that's very kind, much appreciated. So we're heading to, if you're just joining us, we are heading to a shipyard called 7 Stars in Pisa. We're going to be in the water for a week or two just to run some tests with engineers for stabilizers, main engines, generators. Once that's all completed, and clean the hull as well, once that's all completed, we'll head into the travel lift basin. The travel lift will lift us up, place us on the trolley, and the trolley will then take us into the shed. But I reckon in about in a few minutes actually, we'll be approaching this bridge right in front of us, and just before it will be coming alongside. And I'll try and see if I can set it up so you guys can see. Can you imagine if the whole thing goes wrong and it's all live on YouTube? I can't even edit it out. This might be a big career mistake here. But anyway, there's no wind. We're going very slow. It's nice and easy. Take your time. There we have it. And if you don't know, the first owner of this boat was Mr. Piero Ferrari, Enzo Ferrari's son, and he built the boat. And then you can see on the captain's chair, we still have the prancing horse. See that? It's just kind of wearing out now because it's obviously 11 years old. And the owner didn't want to reupholster, he wanted all original, but you can see we're starting to get a bit of wear and tear here. So he finally agreed to get this repaired. It's going to be all repaired in the winter, but try and keep it as original as possible. Also, if you're just joining again, this is a US military base called Camp Darby here in Pisa. It is absolutely massive, but a great strategic point for the US military. Yeah, that's it there. It's all hidden behind the trees. I'm sure it's all very secretive. And then coming up on starboard side, I'm not really sure what this is. Some sort of factory or something. There. Might be a boat builder actually. Possibly. I'm not sure. Anyway, getting closer and closer now to the bridge. So I'm going to think where I'm going to place you guys. This is live, us coming alongside. So I don't know if you can see, but this little pole sticking out here, that's a fishing net. So like it sinks to the bottom and then they pull it out, catching all the fish sitting on top of it. I don't know if you can see, there's a little fisherman just there. There you have it. Sorry if the footage is a bit shaky. I'm handheld on the phone with no gimbal. So anyway, there's a little fisherman there on his rig. John in the zone. Nice big barge here. There we have it. I'm sure now you guys can see the bridge. Camp Pizza. Brilliant. Alright, so we're actually now approaching now, guys. Okay, guys, about 2 minutes before we come alongside on the starboard side, let's have bow lines ready and stern lines ready. Right, I just think I have to put you guys down somewhere when we arrive. Well, I'll try and I'll hold you here. So we're just going to pass this building, and this here on the right side will come alongside, tie off. Once we're all tied off, they'll disconnect the two tugboats forward and aft, and then the crane will then come and remove the mast. There's Jason on the bow, getting the bow lines ready. And we have Chad will be on the starboard quarter, getting the stern lines ready. And So yeah, there we go. I'm just going to take control now of the bow thruster. So now I've got the green light. I'll do the changeover with the rudder. So I'm just going to go into the bridge. I've got to push the changeover button. It's flashing. I come back out on the starboard bridge wing. And then we'll take over, and I've got a full green light there. It's no longer flashing. I'll just quickly test the rudder, make sure it is working. To port, there we go. Not too much that affects the tow. To starboard, there we go. And then I'm going to do a quick test on the bow thruster. You won't see or hear, but I can feel it. It is working to starboard. And now it's working to port. So we're getting closer now. About 200 meters away. So the reason, if you're just joining us, the reason we're removing the radar mast, this bridge in front of us actually lifts up, but there's a bridge after that's fixed. It doesn't lift. It's too low for that radar mast, so we'll have to take it off, and then once it's off, we can then continue on our journey to 7 Star Shipyard. Yeah, some guy there with his shirt off. I don't know what he's just shouting. Huh? We're ready, Luca. Tutto preparato. So we're approaching now. See, Jason's got the line ready. Final view of the Camp Derby there, the US military base. Oh look, there's some wheelhouses here. There's some old school ones. How's that? An old, that's from a very old boat by the looks of it. So there's the cranes there, you can see. So one of those will just drive round to here, and they can park there and then use their crane to lift off the mast. Got some boats behind us. I'm guessing they're small enough to go straight through, so they'll probably overtake us once we're alongside and once the bridge has been lifted by the bridge operator. So now you can see we're slowing right down, pretty much in idle now, just in tick over. And I can see there we've got a gentleman on the shore there. I'm guessing he'll help us with the lines. Otherwise, one of the crew from the tugboats will probably jump on shore and help with the lines. Oh no, that's actually the Jiminator. She had to drive the car. If you don't know who the Jiminator is, it's the chief stew on board. And also, that is actually the Malta flag surveyor, because we have our flag survey of all days today, because it's the only time he could do it. Yeah, very short season. I know it felt like the other day we only posted the video of us leaving the canal. It's like well, when was that? 3 months ago we posted that? Yeah, and flag surveyor. And now you can see now the bridge is opening for the boats behind us. So not this bridge we're worried about, the front one. I don't know if you can see on the camera, but further in the distance there's another bridge. That's the reason we were removing the radar mast. Those boats will come probably down our port side shortly. I'm just getting a little touch on the thruster to starboard to start bringing it in towards the dock here. Deck team, just check on the fender heights, make sure they're correct. Fenders there, all along there, the fenders.
Why would they open the bridge?
The boat's behind us, maybe. You don't think? Well, this is where we stopped last time.
Yeah, I know.
We're going against here? We're an hour and a half later. The bridge in Livorno, because of the big storm, the inlet was full of like grass, and it took about an hour and a half to clear the grass. Yeah, so now the stern, you can see they're putting the stern in. I was using the bow thrust to put it in. Thruster. Using the thruster, put us in.
You want to toss me a mooring line?
Yeah. Well, let us get closer, then we'll pass it to you. There's no rush. Nice and easy does it, guys. Actually doing this one, I can't do anything one-handed because I didn't use the thruster at the moment. There's a Jiminator over there. Bring it in nice and slow. You can see the tugboat on the aft is pulling our stern in, and I'm using the thruster to bring our bow in. That guy's passing us on port side. There's no rush, make sure you got plenty of line, huh? There goes the line. Just need to bring the stern in a bit more. Not quite in line yet, so I want the tugboat to bring our stern in if he can. Putting us now. Don't put it tight, don't put it tight, don't put it tight. Leave it loose, otherwise. Otherwise, he's going to pull the bow right in, so don't put it tight.
Port spring line on now.
It's dropped down to the max. Cool, there we have it, guys. There we have it. So, now tied alongside. I'm going to end the live stream there. Thank you all so much for watching. We're going to have our lunch now and whatnot, so we'll be here for a few hours before the radar mast goes off, and then we'll continue on our way. Thank you everybody that did a super chat. Really appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed it. It's like different live stream for you guys. A bit risky for our side in case something goes wrong. It's live. But that's it. Really, thank you so much for watching. New video I think coming out today or tomorrow. So I hope you enjoy that as well. So be sure to tune in for that one. And we'll do another live stream again soon. Take care, guys. Cheers. Ciao, ciao.